Welcome to a very special Star Wars Battlefront 2 live stream. This is the final update for Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is it's the Scarif update. The Age of Rebellion is upon us, and they've brought Scarif to Supremacy, Co-op, and Instant Action. They've also brought us Shore Troopers. This is actually a pretty sizable update, and it's a wonderful send-off for Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm going to hop in and play very shortly. Scarif is really cool. They did an amazing job. But first, I'm going to show you the things that they are bringing in this final update. They're still going to be patching the game. There's going to be patches, hotfixes. But after over 2 years of free content through 25 updates, this is it, boys. This is the last of it. Honestly, it's kind of weird, but here we are. Anyway, aside from Scarif, this update is bringing us a new skin for Kylo Ren. I'm in the wrong area. There's a couple of new skins, actually. One for Rey, one for Palpatine, and one for Darth Maul and Kylo Ren. The sequel trilogy, obviously, it's focused on The Last Jedi. I mean, The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know why I'm a little nervous right now. This is a really amazing skin for Palpatine. It's Sith Eternal, and it's actually incredibly different from the single They finally gave us a second skin for Palpatine in the last update. Oh my goodness. Anyway, his robe is just, it's incredible. They've also they've made him look a little bit older. You can see that he has more wrinkles on his lips. They're more defined. It's really cool. As for Rey, this is a bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker. She now has her yellow lightsaber. Oh man, that looks really cool. The last couple of years for Star Wars have been really interesting. It's been tumultuous, and you can say the same for Battlefront 2. The launch was rough. The launch of Battlefront 2 was rocky, but they have just done an outstanding job supporting this game. They've brought us an incredible amount of maps of amazing quality. Geonosis was just absolutely stunning. And where are my manners? There's another skin for Rey. And after I show you that skin, which is Hooded Rey, which is pretty cool. I can't believe how long it's taken us to get a Hooded Rey. It looks awesome. Anyway, the fourth and final skin is, drumroll please, Robo Maul. We get Robot Leg Maul. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna hop into a match now. Let me just run down some of the other stuff that they've given us. This final update also has a lot of stuff for those of you that appreciate the offline content. They decided to expand offline play. They're introducing something called Instant Action Missions, which allows you to either be an attacking team or a defending team. Basically, it kind of allows you to play the co-op style maps as offline single-player maps alongside AI. So you have AI friendlies and AI hostiles. Speaking of which, Scarif has been added as a new map for co-op missions, Supremacy, Instant Action, Heroes vs. Villains, and Hero Showdown. And Supremacy and Instant Action are now available for most of the original trilogy maps, like Death Star 2, Hoth, Tatooine, Yavin 4, and of course, Scarif. But let's hop into a match of Scarif, hopefully, in the Age of Rebellion. It might take me a second to find a Scarif map. I'm sure that's what everybody's looking for. Anyway, I'm sorry I haven't said hi yet. What's up, guys? Welcome! This is the last update for Star Wars Battlefront 2, outside of patches. How are you? Honestly, Ethan, I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. I'm a little emotional. I haven't made as much. I've made a lot of Battlefront 2 content, but I haven't made quite as much Battlefront 2 content as I had Battlefront 1. and that's something that I'm gonna get into as we play this. Scarif, here we go. You know what? I'm gonna turn my face cam on for a little bit. I'm not gonna have the face cam on too. If this even works, give me a second. Let's see if it works. No, I don't think the face cam's working. Oh, that's the card. There we go. Okay. It doesn't look great, but it's working. Let me know if something's weird, you know, if we're so I'm going to be playing as the Rebellion. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to play as the Shore Troopers, but they look incredible. I don't know why I didn't show them off in greater detail. Every class has the Shore Trooper. Additionally, they've added so many things. I'll get to that in a second, but the match is about to start. So, here we go.
We made it through the shield. The Empire will do everything in their power to protect this installation, so we'll only get one shot at this.
Guys,
Force be with us.
welcome to Scarif. This looks amazing. So this is actually really, really cool. There's a dusk Scarif. There's this, which is an overcast Scarif, and it looks amazing. There's this nice even lighting. You've got really soft shadows. It's just like that cloud up there is like a giant diffusion box, and this is just. This was the final update for Star Wars Battlefront 2015, the Scarif DLC. And it's kind of fitting that it's the final update for Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, man, this is wild. All right, let's focus. I gotta turn my HUD back on. I was taking the thumbnail picture earlier. Anyway, like I was saying, I haven't streamed or I've made a lot of videos in Battlefront 2, but not quite as many as I did for Battlefront 2015. And the main reason is Star Wars has, it's been a special sort of magic for me. Like, I was a kid with the Clone Wars, so personally, let me know if the volume of the game is too loud. Old school Star Wars Battlefront live stream, buckling in. Oh, I'm slurring my words, I'm just smiling too much. My cheeks are so stiff from smiling. Anyway, oh my god, I can't believe we're back on Scarif. Okay, I promise I'm gonna focus. Like I was saying, Star Wars has just been a special look at the cloud cover here. Our base is just heavily covered, but here, as you can see, it's a much it's still a flat lighting because of how overcast it is, but it's much brighter than the cloud-covered areas. Additionally, something that's really cool is, you just don't see that many maps that are overcast like this. Overcast is kind of an ugly time of day, or an ugly weather to most people, but I think it's strangely beautiful. And I really appreciate that they made this somber weather and time of day. It's a great send-off. Yeah, so, like I was saying, the Clone Wars, the prequel trilogy, that was my childhood. Alright? The original trilogy was part of my childhood, but I wasn't growing up when those were in theaters. So, whatever flaws those movies had, for me, they were magic. And Episode 2 was my least favorite Star Wars movie, but when I was a kid and I saw that, it was the coolest thing ever. The clone troopers, the fight with Dooku, Yoda, Anakin, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Even Dooku's solar sailor was just unbelievably cool. I really did enjoy the prequels. And I similarly loved the original trilogy when I was a kid, so when The Force Awakens was announced, I couldn't have been more excited. I'm not someone that's very critical of movies, in that I find enjoyment out of most things, even if they're not perfect. Regardless, I really enjoyed The Force Awakens. And there were a lot of criticisms that it was similar to A New Hope, but at the same time, a lot of people were forgiving of that because it was a great introduction to the sequel trilogy, even if it had similarities. But The Last Jedi came out, and prior to its release, there was an unparalleled, level of hype. An insurmountable level of hype, really. It was impossible for it to live up to those standards, and those expectations. You couldn't turn around without seeing a new YouTube video, dissecting something, a poster, a teaser image. Sometimes they would dissect the covers of Entertainment Weekly. And I feel like the expectations were just sky high. Anyway, long story short, The Last Jedi came out, and I loved it. I avoided everything that I could. I saw it opening night, first showing I could book, and my girlfriend and I, we enjoyed it so much that we went in for a second showing immediately after. And we were there until like midnight or 1 a.m. or something when we were leaving the second showing. And it was so... It was almost, I almost felt exalted. It was just, it was really, really, really special. And then I was just, part of me was crushed to see that other people didn't enjoy themselves as much as I did. I was just really bummed about that. And it was a really strange feeling for people to be just this disappointed by a Star Wars movie and almost hateful, spiteful toward it. That killed a lot of, I don't know, that killed something in... Cosmetic items that were previously event only are now unavailable to unlock through milestones. So that Luke Skywalker Hoth skin, that awesome skin, that you could previously only unlock during a specific event, you can now unlock it through milestones. Same with that beautiful, beautiful Episode 4 skin for Leia. How is the volume, guys? Please tell me the volume's good. Anyway, if you guys are just joining up, welcome. This is a very, very special live stream for Battlefront. This is a very special live stream for me. This is after 2 years and over 25 updates. This is the last major content update for Battlefront 2.
The Imperials have hired Boba Fett.
All post-launch content for this game has been free. Look at that. Can I kill him? I thought I obliterated him, but I just couldn't see him through the dirt and the sand that I kicked up. Like I said, this is the last free content update for Battlefront 2. They've had 25 of these. They've brought us Geonosis. They've brought us the Clone Wars, the sequel trilogy, Sith Troopers, Droidicas. They've brought us a lot of free content these past 2 years, and honestly, this is one... It's kind of ironic, but this is like, despite the rocky launch, this is the gold standard for live service. This is the best case scenario. Battlefield 5, ironically, is like the worst case scenario for live service. And they just announced the end of Battlefield 5, and this is the end of Battlefront 2. You know what that means? DICE is working on something. What are they working on? Probably Battlefield 6. Hopefully Battlefield 2143, but it's most likely going to be modern day, which is fine. I'm really hoping for Battlefront 3. I know, Battlefront 2 is, it's awesome right now. I sincerely recommend this game if you're a Star Wars fan. There's currently a sale. This isn't a sponsored live stream. I'm just a big Star Wars fan, but there's currently a sale. You can pick up this game for like $6. The standard edition. If you want a bunch of skins, that's gonna cost a little extra. It's like $15 if you want all the skins. You can buy them with in-game currency, easy. So, you know, you can just buy this game for $6 and enjoy yourself. And if you're a Star Wars fan and you don't already own this, for $6, I mean, you can't go wrong. Anyway, this is the last update. They're gonna be patching. They're gonna be doing bug fixes. But this is the last content update, and it brought us a lot. We've got Ewoks, we've got Sith Troopers, Droidicas. What more could you ask for? Yeah, it's the next... Oh, crap. Oh, my God, it's Palpatine! He's got the Sith Eternal skin, which is really cool. I can't wait to buy that. Actually, I already have it. I don't know how I got that skin. Because they said that all future skins were not going to be included with the Deluxe Edition. Celebration Edition. Massive, do you like this or Battlefront 1 Scarif better? Honestly, I'm going to need to play this a little more. But I love that this is a cloudy, overcast time of day. I'm going to have an Ewok go up against Emperor Palpatine and see who wins. It's probably not going to be the Ewok. I don't even remember the Ewok's abilities. Oh, Darth Vader versus the Ewok. Well, that's good enough for me. Close enough for rock and roll. Chuck Berry, 1967. Oh, crap. Ah! Well, I really should have been focusing. Okay, that was our warm-up match. I'm gonna be frank. I'm feeling a little weird. I'm a little squirrely. This is a weird time for me. The end of Battlefront 2. Yeah, this is it. But I'm gonna be focusing from here on out, and I'm gonna be focusing on the gameplay from now on. Real quick, I'm gonna show you guys the skins. So, like I said, they've added 5 new skins, I think. Most of them are The Rise of Skywalker. We've got a skin for Kylo Ren, which is his new cape. It's like this leathery material instead of this cloth material. And, of course, you've got his reforged mask. We also have minor spoilers for The Rise of Skywalker. Yellow lightsaber Rey. And hooded Rey. So, 1 skin for Kylo Ren, 2 skins for Rey Skywalker. And we also have a skin for Palpatine, Sith Eternal, which is just, honestly, a really beautiful skin. It's my favorite skin of his. And the only skin we've ever gotten for Palpatine. And it's great. He's got a nice waist trainer. He's got a beautiful bathrobe. And they made his face look more wrinkly. He's got lip wrinkles now. They actually did make his wrinkles more pronounced. Oh yeah, the final skin. How could I forget? Robo leg Darth Maul. He's got his Clone Wars robot legs. Let me actually go down to foot level. Is there like a subset of foot fetishists that they like prosthetics only? I don't know. Mine just went there. Well, they should be very satisfied with this skin. Now, it's a really cool looking skin. They actually somehow managed to capture the Clone Wars aesthetic within the realism of Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, really cool skins, and of course, we've got Shore Troopers for all classes. Because this is the Scarif update. There's too much for me to go over right now in terms of what they've added, but they've added a lot of stuff for offline play if that's what you like. You can now basically play co-op offline. You can play as the attacking team or the defending team. So yeah, you can play co-op with AI-friendly team members and hostile AI. So, offline co-op. They've added Scarif to online co-op and offline co-op. A bunch of original trilogy maps are now available for Supremacy and Instant Action. And there are no longer any event-specific skins. You can now earn all skins through milestones, which is pretty cool. Yeah, sleeveless Darth Maul. Guns out. Wait, what map is this? Tatooine. Sorry. I'm a little distracted. We're gonna hop back and look for a Scarif map real quick. Hopefully we're gonna be playing as the Empire, but I'm not gonna know until we're in. Who's my favorite? Oh, favorite clone trooper. Good question. Rex is cool, but my favorite clone is it's definitely Commander Cody. I try to think of I can't. Oh yeah. Yoda's specific clone commander was, I want to say Grief, Greed? I think I want to say Greedo. I really want to say Greedo because he's green. One of you guys will think of it. He's pretty cool. I'm honestly not going off of the Clone Wars TV show. I'm just going off of their appearances. But Commander Cody, Obi-Wan's clone, he's my favorite. He was my favorite since I was a kid because I just thought the orange looked especially fantastic on clone armor. It's like a cream soda. Gree! Thank you! I was close! So close. Just adding one too many letters. Yeah, I am playing on PC right now. I used to play this on console, but the weird thing is, I'm better with shooters like Call of Duty on PC and games like Battlefield and Battlefront on, actually, no. It used to be that I could only play Call of Duty on PC, and that's still true. Stuck with a controller. I'm pretty good on PC. But as for Battlefield, I have to play that with a controller. I don't know why. Battlefront, I can now play on PC. I used to be better with a controller with Battlefront on PlayStation or Xbox, but now it's PC all the way. Battlefield is still controller for me. I don't know why. It's really weird. It's like I had a stroke. Favorite hero to play as? Probably Darth Vader. I don't know if he's been patched since I heavily used him, but Darth Maul is my first favorite, and Darth Vader is my current favorite. I like to be a little more defensive. Darth Maul's just very aggressive. Actually, BB-8 and BB-90 are pretty fun. I will try to show Eddie, I promise. Okay, Battlefield 6 is actually supposed to be Modern Combat. Personally, I'm hoping it's going to be Battlefield 2143, but it looks like it's going to be Modern Combat. Unfortunately, I don't really see how they're going to compete with Modern Warfare. So, Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty in general, outsells Battlefield every single time. Except for Battlefield 1. I think Battlefield 1 was the only Battlefield that actually sold more than Call of Duty. But I'm a Battlefield fan. I mean, shit. Do we really still have to do, like, you're either a Battlefield fan or a Call of Duty fan? I'm both. If I'm having fun with a game, that's my only qualification. But Battlefield 5 was just botched. They fixed Battlefront 2. This game had fantastic post-launch support, fantastic live service support. Battlefield 5 had terrible live service support. Battlefield 5 made people say, I don't want free content. I want to pay for a season pass. This free content sucks. I'm trying to get us in Scarif, the new map. That's why we're taking so long. I think we're really close to hopping into a Scarif match. Before I pick up my train of thought, I just want to... Damn! I was focusing all my mental energy, seeing if I could, like, Facebook MLM that shit, just new age. Hoping and wishing and thoughts and prayersing. Damn it! Everyone's playing Scarif. It's really hard to find a Scarif match. Anyway, Modern Warfare is a really good game. Battlefield 5, really not so great. So, Modern Warfare 2019 just... It curb stomped Battlefield, and I don't know how they're going to recover. Battlefield 5, the graphics were great, but the UI kind of felt dated. The in-UI art kind of felt dated, but when you're customizing your weapon in Modern Warfare 2019, it feels next-gen. Like, they've got... I mean, the graphics for Modern Warfare 2019 are better than Battlefield 5. It's honestly... Oh, God damn it. I wasn't paying attention. I'm really sorry. I apologize. It's honestly insane that Modern Warfare, almost in every way, is better than Battlefield 5 was. What's up, Massive? Are you going to be playing Series X when it comes out? Yes! Thank you, Level. I appreciate that, and I will be playing Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. What I'm hoping for most of the next generation isn't graphics. I mean, graphics are great, but I want more physics. What happened to NVIDIA physics? That was fun. I just want more interactivity. Like the next Grand Theft Auto. Oh my god, I can't find Scarif. We had one Scarif match, and that was it. Everybody's doing what I'm doing though. They're reading. Yes! Finally! They're reading if it's gonna be Scarif, and then if it's not, they quit. Look at that, that's beautiful. Armies collide to dominate the battlefront in an open-ended tug of war. Utilize a wide array of shore troopers? I wasn't reading that fast. I'm gonna assume they were talking about shore troopers. Let's do it. Oh my god. So, I've already talked about this, but I really appreciate how... God, that looks good. Oh! It's an overcast day. Look at this. The shadows are really soft. You know, they're kind of dim. You've got cloud cover. You've got clouds actually passing in front of the virtual sun. So sometimes the landscape is darker, sometimes it's lighter. But it is overcast. You usually don't see ugly times a day, you know? I actually don't think overcast is ugly at all. I think it's beautiful. I love rain. I love dour weather. Of course, I don't live in England. I don't get every day. But too many games just utilize, you know, the beauty times a day, the Instagram-worthy times a day. Give me something ugly like this. There's a lot of beauty in it. Okay, enough. It's like I'm on mushrooms or something. Oh my god, look at these leaves. They're just so somber and thoughtful. Okay. One of you guys asked me if I prefer... Because Scarif was, ironically, the last DLC for Battlefront 2015. And it's the last free content update for Battlefront 2. You know? It's like poetry. It rhymes. What a great Star Wars reference that was. Perfectly applicable. Anyway, one of you guys asked me if I preferred this Scarif or Battlefront 2015 Scarif, and I gotta say, I think I prefer this. The developers matured in a lot of ways from Battlefront 2015 to Battlefront 2, and I think that was kind of overlooked. Look how overcast it is here, it's almost grayscale. Anyway, I think a lot of that was overlooked because of the colossal fuck-up that was the launch of this game. But, again, ironically, somehow this turned into, like, the best live service game out there, except for Rainbow Six Siege. And in some ways, I think this was a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot, but in some ways this was better than Rainbow Six Siege's live service because of launch, there was nothing predatory post-launch for this game. You remember how the launch was like, the gameplay was good, but someone in a suit somewhere said, "Yo, let's monetize the shit out of the next Star Wars game. Star Wars is cool, right? Let's make people pay for it. Nothing should be this cool without people paying through the nose. We'll give them free maps. We'll charge anyway. It was pay to win." They went too far. It wasn't just loot boxes. It was loot boxes and star cards, which could affect gameplay. You could buy that with real money. But they fixed that technically before the game launched. Technically, they removed all of that. They didn't fix the systems that were in place. See, the whole game was built around it. Let's go with the Death Trooper for a little bit. Yeah, let's go. I considered saving up for somebody else, but the Death Trooper's great. Save up for what? Doesn't get better than this. Oh, shit! You gotta be kidding me, man! I was appreciating the ragdoll! That's a great Luke skin. We lost a couple of points because of that. Alright, let's go with the Jet Trooper. Why the hell not? It's been a long time since I've used one of these guys. Ooh, that was close. Let's see if I can pull an old sneaky on her. Can I jump up here without the use of my pack? Nope, not really. Palpatine took care of it. Anyway, I completely lost my train of thought, so in between shooting at Leia, let's see what the chat room is talking about. Hey, Massive, what's your favorite Star Wars planet? Mine's Camino. Favorite Star Wars planet? Utapau. Yeah, definitely Utapau. I'm actually really sad that we never got an Utapau map. Also, if you guys are just joining up, welcome. This is indeed the very last update for Star Wars Battlefront 2. They're going to be patching the game, they're going to be hot-fixing stuff. But this is the last. After 2 years and 25 updates, Scarif is the last of the free content, and they did us good. They really did. This ironically turned out to be like one of the heroes of gaming. For one thing, it didn't mean to do this, but it changed gaming forever in that it made everybody take a real hard look at the predatory things that were happening with microtransactions and loot boxes and gambling and how that could affect gameplay. So, thank you for that. But another thing it did was they doubled down on live service and gave us a lot of content. And now that's over. And not only that, but just as Battlefront 2 is done, Battlefield 5 is done. The only difference is Battlefield 5, it kind of sucks. And they did not do a good job with live service. Battlefront 2 did a great job. Battlefield 5, very bad job, very poor job, which is really sad. But that means that all hands are on deck! What does that mean? Well, it means DICE is working on something. What are they working on? Well, they're probably working on Battlefield 6, which is going to be a modern Battlefield. It's not going to be Battlefield 2143. Unfortunately, I was really hoping it would be. And they're not working on Battlefront 3. They said time and time again that Battlefront 3 isn't in the cards. When is it going to be in the cards? Because eventually they're going to make a multiplayer Star Wars game. I don't know, but it's probably not going to be at least until 2023. I'm talking out of my ass here. Everyone is. No one really has insider information except for that son of a bitch that leaked The Last of Us 2. By the way, be really careful if you're into The Last of Us. Because someone literally... A disgruntled not... Oh my god! The ragdoll is so good. A disgruntled Naughty Dog employee just leaked the entire game. He leaked the entirety of The Last of Us 2. It's all... Well, it's been removed. But it's now out there. Someone downloaded it. He uploaded like every single cutscene from The Last of Us 2 to YouTube, where anybody could see it. The entire plot is leaked. Cutscenes are leaked. Gameplay is leaked. I've never seen anything like it. Holy shit. I think the biggest leak before this were the Sony emails and Quentin Tarantino getting the Hateful Eight leaked. It's, gaming's in a really weird place. The world's in a really weird place. Yeah, gaming's in a weird place. Meanwhile, COVID's happening. And gaming is in a weird place, sure. Everything's upside down. But goddamn, I can't believe it's finally over.
The rebels are attacking us.
They did a hell of a job, though. They really did. Yeah! Pull the sneaky on him! Was that an AI? I don't think it was. I don't think it was following the AI naming convention. Ah. That wasn't an AI. I mean, if it was, I would have felt worse, so... Good. I can actually do a really good Darth Vader impression if my throat is in the right place. Speaking of which, do not eat chocolates or drink pickle juice before you do any voice work. I actually... I wasn't pregnant or anything, but I ate chocolates and drank pickle juice one day before I did some voice stuff, and, oh my god, my voice was so weird the whole day. What a terrible, stupid combination that was. Ah! Alright, I'm gonna switch to Specialist for a little bit. I actually haven't seen the teaser for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I thought that was coming tomorrow. Oh, you mean the teaser for the teaser? I saw the teaser for the teaser, but I haven't seen the teaser. I'm assuming you're talking about the teaser for a teaser, which is also weird. When you say it's done, do you mean there's not going to be any more updates? There's going to be patches. So let's say there's a glitch, they'll fix the glitch. They're not adding any more content. So this is the last update, not the last patch. They're not going to be adding any more weapons. They're not going to be adding any more heroes. No more game modes. No more maps. I don't even think that they're going to be adding maps to instant action or offline. I think this is it. Like, completely it. Again, except for patches. So if anything ever gets broken, you know, they'll do their best to fix it, but true skeleton crew now. Just like Battlefield 5. Except this is a really good game, and Battlefield 5 is not quite a good game. I thought they were going to Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, but they didn't. Well, Battlefield V? It's Battlefield V, isn't it? Battlefield V for victory? The whole thing soured me. Oh, God. How ironic that it was Star Wars Battlefront 2, considering its launch, that became like a shining beacon. Also, how ironic is it that No Man's Sky became like this underdog that people were kind of proud of, like, go No Man's Sky, you guys fixed the game. They really could have just backed off and left people with this, oh God, no! They really could have just backed off and left people with this broken experience, but they didn't. I mean, it doesn't excuse the launch state of No Man's Sky, but... And No Man's Sky, in my opinion, is actually a little worse than Battlefront 2 was, because No Man's Sky, a lot of that was to do with gameplay. Battlefront 2 had good gameplay, but predatory monetization, and monetization that also affected gameplay. So, really a different beast altogether. No, this is, I swear to God, this is water. It's not Grey Goose, it's not moonshine or anything. It's too late in the day for that. You get your drink on early. That way you never wake up with a hangover. You just, you know, go to sleep with one. See, sleep is very important, so you don't want to interrupt sleep with alcohol. Always sleep with a sober mind, as sober as you can get it. Drink in the morning. Much better to do that, much healthier. I think the CDC talked about that the other day. If you had to choose, which Star Wars prequel is better than the other two? Oh. Wow, okay, that's a tough one. Episode 3 is definitely better than Episode 2. Crap, I talked about this earlier also. I'm playing as a Death Trooper, damn it, I need to be more careful. As you can see, they gave us a T-21 as the, when you're playing as the Death Trooper. We no longer have the LMG because they didn't have the LMG in the movie. They had this T-21 blaster rifle, which is screen accurate, which is really cool. What the hell is that? Is that new? I didn't think that it showed friendly grenade icons before. I read a couple of Star Wars novels. I remember one when I was a kid. I was a huge fan of IG-88. And when I was a kid, I read this novel that revealed to me that IG-88 was one of many assassin droids. There were a lot of IG-88s, and one of them took control of the Death Star. Which was pretty mind-blowing, especially when you're a kid. I had no idea that the Death Star 2? Or was it the Death Star 1? I think it was the Death Star 2. No, I think it was the Death Star 1. I can't remember. One of the Death Stars was, literally IG-88. He controlled everything. Well, not IG-88, it was one of his brothers. That's an AI. It sounds Star Wars-y, but in an in-universe way, it's definitely an AI. Nice shot. What's up, guys? Welcome, Macklin. Overall thoughts on the update. It's a great update. It actually is a really good update. they've added support. Well, they've expanded instant action, which is offline. So if you're an offline player, you can now play co-op, or the co-op game mode offline, which is attacking and defending. You can attack, you can defend. You have friendly AI teammates, and you're fighting against hostile AI. Yes, yes, they are. The Star Wars Darth Vader comics are actually they're pretty fantastic. Ooh, no. This isn't what we want. I didn't realize we were using that weapon. E11D. Hold up, my green screen's a little broken. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, the light's pretty bright, so I don't know how long I'm with the face cam on. Are we going back into Scarif? No. Maybe. No, we are not. So back to the menu we go. I'm gonna load up in another Scarif. Actually, maybe not. What else do we have? It's on Heroes versus Villains. I'm not great with Heroes versus Villains. Heroes versus Villains is a little niche, I feel like. Oh, whatever, let's do it. Let's do Hero Showdown, that's my favorite. So I'm gonna back out until we find Scarif. I don't know if... Usually, whenever there's a new update like this, they increase the odds of finding the new map. Crate is actually new, so we'll stick with Crate. Crate is something that's been requested for a long time for Heroes versus Villains, and they've just brought it. They've brought it. So we've got. I'm gonna run down before this starts. Who do I want to play as? I'll do Darth Vader. Before this, as you can see, I don't play Heroes very often. I mainly play Heroes on my Xbox One copy of Battlefront 2. Anyway, I've already talked about offline play, so we've got Crate as a new map for Heroes vs. Villains. We've got Scarif as a new map for Heroes vs. Villains. Scarif was one of my favorite maps for Heroes.
Do you like your catastrophes with a dash of salt? Then deactivate those empathy protocols because today is...
Oh, that is cool. Darth Vader and Kylo Ren versus Anakin Skywalker and Rey Skywalker! Holy crap, look at this map. This is just beautiful. Oh, man. That joke didn't work. Go, 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 go! Damn it! Oh, that's sick. Anakin Skywalker just... Holy shit, this guy's... I absolutely suck at Heroes vs. Villains. Can I pull it through? Ugh. I've almost got Force Choke. I'm gonna wait for it. Oh, God. Well, that was a miss. Rey Skywalker is dead. That was actually pretty fucking sweet how Anakin just swooped in there to protect her from me, Darth Vader. Oh, nice mid-air freeze. Well, I've recouped a little bit of my health, so I can afford to be slightly more aggressive. Oh! Damn it! Yeah, the balancing is absolutely insane. Speaking of which, they've done a lot of balancing, a lot of quality of life improvements in this update. UI, they've added the ability to, I think, customize almost every UI option, which is pretty sweet. Oh, that's in gameplay, that's right. Yes, yes. As you can see, they've now got quite the intricate UI customization, which is very much appreciated. That's a huge update. They're still having a standoff. Excuse me. Hey, Massive, I gotta get ready for work soon, but I wanted to let you know that I love all of your content, and I hope you have fun in Battlefront 2. Garrett, that is actually really generous, man. I really appreciate that. Seriously. Thank you. And I really appreciate your message. Best of luck, man. Stay safe, seriously. I'm hoping that you're in an area that stays safe. Unfortunately, I'm in an area that's, people are just kind of... They're deliberately flaunting, not taking precautions against the virus. No, I don't use a voice changer. I get asked that a lot. Would recommend the beard, but if there are any cons or pros to it... Oh, God, getting a beard stuck in a coat zipper. Never thought about that. That sounds awful. Take care, Mason. Thank you. I want the true unbalanced game of Battlefront, where Darth Vader destroys everyone like Fallen Order. Yes! That's not unbalanced, that's balanced. And canon. Okay, next round. We won. Miraculously, no thanks to me. I'm gonna let him have the pick. He should have the pick. He's our MVP. Okay, I'll go with BB9E. Maybe a mistake. Kind of an oddball choice. Literally. Okay, yeah, that might have been a mistake. I think BB-8 is better than BB-9E. Especially for heroes versus villains. Not positive. We'll find out, I guess. But yeah, so many quality of life changes. Which is something they're not going to be stopping. This isn't the last patch. This is the last update. Hopefully there's no confusion about that. Oh, shit! Okay, we got lightsaber heroes against BB. Oh my god. The only thing is, when they hit you with a saber, they stun you. Heroes versus villains, honestly, was never one of my favorite modes. What I did like was Hero Hunt. This is fun too. Hero Showdown I like. It mixes things up because the winners have to choose new heroes, which is fun. But if I was ever going to play a Heroes versus Villains Star Wars game, I would want it to be like For Honor, where it's balanced like a fighting game. This is not balanced like a fighting game. Wait times on PC are actually fast. Maybe not for every game mode, but if you're playing something like this, a popular game mode, I don't know why I was looking at my skins. You can change your skins now during matches, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, I never play Heroes vs. Villains on the PC version. Xbox, I played a fair amount. PC, no. Oh. A teammate left me. I don't blame him. When there's no face cam, I try to picture the YouTuber's face. I got you wrong. As they often do. Of course, I rarely picture faces right. But then again, so do movie adaptations. Movie adaptations do a terrible job. Alright, well this is not one. Is it 1v1? Wait, what? Yeah, I think it is 1v1. I think I do have a teammate, but he hasn't spawned in yet.
So much power, it's overwhelming.
Such a pity.
Oh god.
Even the Dark Lord of the Sith was not
Really, really bad at Heroes vs. Villains. Maybe that was also a bad one-on-one. I'm gonna put that on me, though. Let's go with a ranged hero, see if I can do any better. Oh, this is back to one-on-one. Okay. Torture incoming. Speaking of For Honor, nah, I don't know if there's going to be a sequel to For Honor. What I'm curious about is, are we ever going to get Skull and Bones? Probably not. When was that announced? 2015? Yeah, I think it was 2015. Maybe Hero Showdown doesn't have as many players as Heroes vs. Villains. That's like... We've had so many people leave. Hey, you know what? That was pretty screen accurate, though. Rey Skywalker defeated her grandpa in seconds. Except she used one lightsaber instead of two lightsabers. You know what? I'm gonna quit. I don't know if anybody's joining back on. It was like 30 full seconds without anybody joining in. I totally would have won, though. No doubt about that. Let's see if we can find Scarif. Yeah, I mean... This is going to sound crazy, but I don't know if I would rather have them focusing on Battlefield 6. I think I like I might like Battlefront 2 more than I like Battlefield 6. It's a little unfair, I don't know anything about it, but Battlefield 5, I got way less enjoyment out of that than Battlefront 2, that's for damn sure. I was a huge fan of Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Vietnam, Battlefield 2142. I didn't play Battlefield 2 that much, but I played a lot of the other Battlefields. Battlefield Bad Company, Battlefield Bad Company 2. Battlefield 1 I liked a lot, but not as much as 4, 3, 2142, BC or BC2. So many games. Maybe I enjoyed Battlefield 1 more than Bad Company 1, I don't know. Bad Company 1 was more of a single-player game than a multiplayer game. Well, yeah, there's a lot of gameplay videos up with Skull and Bones, but when you've been treading water this long, I feel like it gets less and less likely every year. Kind of like, what was that game that was... No, never mind. I was thinking of a game, I think it's called Heist, that was previewed at E3 in like 2007 or 8, and they never talked about it again. So that's, I think it was actually a money laundering scheme, and the gameplay video they crafted was fake. That's a little different than Skull and Bones. I think Maul's fine for the original trilogy maps. Bit of a spoiler, I guess, if you haven't been watching the Clone Wars.
We made it through the shield. The Empire will do everything in their power to protect this installation, so we'll only get one shot at this. May the Force be with us.
I don't know if you guys heard that voice line, but that kind of got me a little bit. We only got one shot at this. Which is not true for the game, because they really turned around the launch. This is,
Secure the sector by
welcome to the last update of Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is not the last patch. They'll fix any bugs that may crop up, and they'll do a little bit of balancing here and there, but this is the swan song. Scarif. The last content of Battlefront 2. The last note in the... what? The last passage in the diary of the rebellion? No. Let this be the last... Let this be the last say in the family of Skywalker? What was that? What was it? What did Palpatine say when he was killing Rey? Let this be... I can't remember it. Episode 1 versus Episode 3. Episode 3. Definitely Episode 3. I actually like Episode 1 a lot more than most people do. I just don't like Episode 2. Hey Massive, have you ever done voice acting for Sniper Elite 4? The main character sounds like you. Interesting, I'm gonna look that up. But no, I did not do any voice acting for Sniper Elite 4. It's weird when I run into somebody that sounds like me. Every once in a while it happens. Not too many people sound like anybody else. So when you find your vocal doppelganger, it's so weird. What a strange sensation. Let this be the final word in the story of Skywalker. That's right. Let this not be the final word in the story of Battlefront, please. Please give us a Battlefront 3. It's not the thing they're working on right now. Damn it! I look at the chat room for 2 seconds. It's not going to be the final word in Star Wars Battlefront, I hope. But they're not working on Battlefront 3 right now, that's for darn sure. Did I enjoy the DLC for Battlefront 2015? Or Battlefront 2? No, I liked the DLC for both. If you're asking which I think is better, that's tough, because they brought us different things. However, overall, I would say the DLC for Battlefront 2 was definitely better. Yeah. The thing was, the first Battlefront, the DLC was great, except for Bespin. Not a huge fan of Bespin. I don't like Bespin that much, to be perfectly honest, but I loved the Outer Rim. I loved the Death Star DLC, and I quite liked Scarif. Darth Maul! Yes! So Darth Maul is now a hero in original trilogy maps. He's no longer just in the prequel trilogy, which is kind of cool. I have no problem with that. I think it makes complete sense, especially considering his new skin. But, yeah, I don't think that guy's using the robot skin. Maybe you should only be able to use the robot skin if you're going to be playing as Darth Maul in the original trilogy. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that. Loved your video reviews for The Division 2 and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I really enjoy... Look how this is burnt. That's so cool. Ah, scorched earth. From this X-Wing. I love making journalistic styled videos. I love making live streams too. I'm gonna try to strike more of a balance of the two, but yeah, I really appreciate that because I want to make more journalistic videos in the future akin to those videos. Basically, videos with a lot of research, a lot of script writing, a lot of editing. Whereas this is, you know, very unedited. I don't even know if I'm gonna edit this when the live stream's done. Some of you guys don't like me editing my live streams after they're complete. Sometimes live streams just have dead air, you know? And for me personally, dead air, I don't know, it's almost a foreign concept. Dead air makes me nervous. So I like to edit my live streams down to like greatest hits. I'll turn a 2-hour live stream into like 40 minutes. But a lot of you guys have told me not to edit the live streams down and just leave them as they are. Utapau is an example of a planet they haven't touched yet. Something I've been seeing around the internet is, what would they even do for Battlefront 3? We've seen all 3 eras, and I mean, currently, they're kind of running out of heroes outside of the prequel trilogy. The Clone Wars has given us an infinite amount of heroes, infinite amount of vehicles, maps, planets, etc., etc. But what about the original trilogy? What about the sequel trilogy? The OT, we got a decent amount of stuff from the books and comics and spin-offs. But, what do we have from the sequel trilogy? Not much. But I maintain that there's plenty that they could give us. I mean, I was gonna give an example, but it was actually Utapau, and that's the prequel trilogy. I think in regards to Battlefront 3, it wouldn't be so much the planets and the vehicles and the maps and the heroes. I think it would be more the content itself, the gameplay itself. For example, capital ships, not in the vein of Supremacy, but land to space combat. That'd be pretty sweet. I guess that's my major idea. Battles from the movies. If they could somehow, I don't know how they would do this, because I can't even. What is it? Capital Assault? This game launched with a game mode, and it was the main mode. It was something like Capital Assault. Basically, every map had a slightly different objective. You would have the MTTs pushing on one map, walkers pushing on another, maybe capture points on a third, where it's like capture points on Yavin, on Hoth you have walkers, and on Kashyyyk you've got the MTTs. But it's different every time. Kind of emulating the battles in the movies, right? Well, apparently people didn't like that as much as Supremacy, where it's just the same every time. It's the same capture points. You don't have MTTs, you don't have AT-ATs. Not really. It's not movie battles so much as a game mode battle that's the same across the maps, which is fine. And that's actually what people prefer, interestingly enough. So, outside of making that ground to space combat, I don't really know what they would do, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to see Battlefront 3, and I'm sure they've got tons of ideas that I can't even think of. But unfortunately, we're not going to have to worry about that for a while, because Battlefield 6 is coming out before the next Battlefront. And Battlefield 6 is probably going to be modern combat, so the next time DICE is working on a sci-fi shooter is God knows when. Maybe they'll have some sort of a spin-off for Battlefield 6, like they did Battlefield Vietnam for Bad Company 2. Maybe they'll have Battlefield 2143 for Battlefield 6. I hope not. I'd like a full-fledged Battlefield 2143 instead of just some sort of spin-off expansion pack. But we'll see what happens. Ah! Damn, he was fast. I was gonna hop in for a grenade, and then I was gonna hop back out. Oh, Mustafar would have been beautiful. Sullust was beautiful in Battlefront 2015. I can't believe we never got Mustafar, Utapau. Exegol would have been fun. Really, think about it. Exegol would have been remarkably similar to Jakku, except much cooler. You got this rocky lightning planet with crashed final Star Destroyers. I'm sorry, Final Order Destroyers. What were those called? I made a video talking about the Final Order in the Sith Troopers, and I totally forgot what the Star Destroyers are called. I think it's just Final Order Star Destroyers. Sith Destroyers? You'll have to refresh my memory. I'm actually terrible with names. You know, I don't know if I'm going to cover the Wasteland DLC for Fallout 76. I don't know. They've done a pretty good job in some aspects of post-launch for Fallout 76, but in other areas, I'm not sold on it. Oh god, Boba Fett. Ugh! I get this panic when heroes come after me. I just get nervous. It's like when you're in the top 5 of a battle royale, just 5 people, and one of them's you. So there's 4 other people included, excluding yourself. That's the same type of rush I get when a hero's coming after me, because they're more powerful than I am. And it's Boba Fett, for God's sake. Boba Fett's coming after me. He's got wrist rockets. Which I gotta watch out for. He's got a flamethrower on his wrist. Watch those wrist rockets. Watch those wrist flames. No, that doesn't work. The jump packs in Battlefront 2015 were practically mandatory. I'm actually kind of glad that we don't have jump packs in Battlefront anymore, outside of specific classes, because if you didn't have a jump pack and you were playing as, well, anybody, if you're playing as Assault, well, depending on how you're kitted out with your star cards, because there weren't classes in Battlefront 2015, but it's kind of annoying. actually. Because you had to run with it. One of your star card slots had to be dedicated to that jump pack. What else? Where else did they add Scarif? Co-op missions, Supremacy. Maybe we'll do a co-op mission for fun. See if we can get first place. Utapau is one of the best maps in Battlefront 2. The original Battlefront 2. I actually made a video on my channel of the original Battlefront 2 with ground to space combat mod on Utapau. And I felt like the ground to space combat modification for the 2005 Battlefront was best utilized on Utapau. It was really cool. I played as General Grievous. Did I play as General? Yes. Yes, I think I did. Yes, I now remember. I played as General Grievous. It was Utapau, which is why I was Grievous, and I used his spaceship, whatever that was called. What was the spaceship called? I think it was just Grievous's starfighter. It was, oh my god, Bellabub 22. I joined the wrong match for that. Bellabub 22 starfighter constructed by the Phethan Atra Scalable. Human beings weren't meant to pronounce that. Scalable. Belbalab 22 constructed by the Phethan Atra Scalable Assemblies. I'm sorry, that's a bunch of nonsense. Please get Scarif. Nope, that's Kessel. They broke co-op. I can't get the last two blasters. They broke co-op? How'd they do that? They've actually added co-op to instant action. What do you think about getting 5,000 kills to get the old Master Maul skin? I think that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It really is. It's funny. They're probably gonna patch that. It's a good thing that they're still patching the game. There's just no more updates. Hey, thank you, Jake. Nice hair, man. I haven't seen you since the short hair times. Yeah, it's really long thanks to quarantine. Okay, co-op. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to get first place. How long has this been going on? Oh, a little while. I'm gonna need to play catch up on this. This is a beautiful map of Scarif. My goodness. You know what? I definitely should have gone with Recon. If I die, which I probably will, I'll switch to Recon. You know what? It hasn't been too long. We're actually pretty close to the beginning of the match. Alright, so let's change weapons. I really wish that... How powerful is the cycler rifle? Not the most powerful. I don't have the most powerful unlocked. Close enough, I guess. Close enough for rock and roll. Chuck Berry, 1965. Is there going to be a Battlefront 3? Probably. Most likely. No. You know what? I don't know. It's possible that Battlefront, they may just think it's tainted and they may rename it. Honestly, I don't think they should rename it. Oh, what the hell do I know? Maybe they should. I guess what I'm saying is I think there's been enough good publicity now where Battlefront may not be marred completely. Oh dear goodness gracious, that's a lot of hostiles. This must be some sort of a glitch. I'm not playing as the Stormtroopers. I'm playing as a Shore Trooper. The Shore Troopers have better aim or worse aim? You'd think they'd have better aim. Stormtroopers, they gotta fight in all kinds of crap. Shore Troopers are fighting on beaches where it's sunny and clear. Ironically, this actually isn't clear, it's overcast. when I'll be streaming next. I might be streaming again day after tomorrow. I might be streaming again tomorrow, actually. I was thinking about making a Battlefront video, but I think I might stream again tomorrow instead. Oh my goodness. Look at these beautiful shore troopers. Oh, they're gorgeous. They really are, though. Damn, they look so good. Is this a new ability? Hold up, hold up. I don't remember that charge being here. I'm about to die, though, so let's get the hell out of Dodge. If they make a Battlefront 3, they're probably putting all the content from 2 and then adding more. Probably not. For a game to launch with all the content this game has at the end of its life, that would be insane. They couldn't do that. The next Battlefront's probably going to be on a new engine. It's probably going to focus on different things than this did. This game kind of focused on having all the eras. The next multiplayer Star Wars game may not focus on all the eras. I don't know what it's going to do. It's hard because if you don't have the original trilogy, people are mad. If you don't have the sequels, someone's going to be mad. And if you don't have the prequels, oh my god, everyone's going to be mad. So what do? I think they're going to focus on gameplay. You know, grounded space combat, maybe the physics, the physicality of it, the interactivity of everything. Maybe a bigger emphasis on vehicles for one thing. The vehicles are pretty good in this game, but they could be better. They're a little bit clunky. What else could they do? A better campaign. Yeah, I don't know. Multiplayer is so different than it was years ago. Look at Fortnite. Look at Call of Duty Warzone. It's insane. Look at Battlefield 5 just completely failing. Oh my god, I can't seem to aim with these guns. That is not close enough for rock and roll. You know, maybe I'm just too far. The problem is we're killing them before they can get up to us. Oh yeah, it's way better at close range. I think the blaster bolt grouping does have a short fall off. No, I didn't get the Maul skin yet. So it takes 5. They added a Robo leg skin for Darth Maul. You gotta have 5,000 kills. Someone already has 5,000 kills as Darth Maul. Most of us don't. And most of us are never gonna get 5,000 kills. That's... 1,500 kills would have been okay. That's a little high, but 1,500 would have been a lot better than 5,000. Just got back from the store. So weird. Why is everyone wearing masks? I thought you were gonna make a weird joke like, why is everybody sad? And then I realized Battlefront 2 had ended. Actually, it's kind of sad. The news of Battlefront 2 ending has kind of been overshadowed by the news of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's not, the teaser isn't even here yet. They teased the teaser of Valhalla. The teaser's coming tomorrow. The teaser for the teaser was today. The only thing that should get teasers for teasers is Star Wars. Maybe I'm a little biased. I mean, I'm excited about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, don't get me wrong. I'm really excited. It's gonna be... Outside of Pirates, the best blend for Assassin's Creed is probably Vikings. Viking pirates. Anyway, are you guys seeing any lag or is it smooth for you? Because I'm seeing lag in the preview window, but my streaming software says there's no lag whatsoever. I'd rather be attacking the defending, if I'm being honest. Oh god! Just came out of nowhere. Welcome, guys. I think they'll redesign, Battlefront away from Battlefield. It's already not much like Battlefield at all. Yeah, no, this is not much like Battlefield at all. Oh man, we're dead last. Still, this will give me a little bit of practice when we go back after the normal troops. If we survive that long, Jesus Christ. Not my night. Speaking of which, alright, so someone said a little lag, but everybody's saying no lag. I had an amazing string. I had like 5 wins in a row as the Predator yesterday. So I'm very excited to stream the, I mean, that game's got its problems, but I do have a lot of fun streaming it. So I'm going to be streaming Predator Hunting Grounds before too long. Because it oh man, those are some great matches. It's even better when you've got people on mic and they're saying like, "Hey, guys, I saw the Predator. He's up in a tree to the right of us." Meanwhile, I'm crouched on the ground a foot away to the left of them. And then I start attacking them and they're just shrieking, "Oh my god, the Predator's attacking me, guys, help!" And I down him, and he's on the ground, he's bleeding out, or close to it. But I run away. I hit him, down him, and I run away. And then he says, guys, get over here, get over here. The Predator just ran. I'm down. So his teammates, those poor bastards, they go to help him. And when they go to help him, I decloak and I kill his teammates. I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you. This is actually my quarantine hairstyle. I can't wait to see a barber. I can't do long hair. I enjoy it okay when it works, but it's got a mind of its own. I just can't control it. I can't control it. This power is too much for one man to withhold. No, I can't withhold it. It's gonna do its own thing when it wants to do it, how it wants to do it, and who the hell knows what it's going to be doing. It could be Kramer hair one day. It could be this weird colonial looking hair the next. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, you guys with long hair, I never knew just what a hassle it was to upkeep that. You guys must be psychic. Or maybe, not telepathy, that's not what, telekinesis. You got telekinesis, you're just holding it in place with great effort, kind of like, Rose the Hat and Dr. Sleep. I like how it just said I killed Chewbacca. Because it's AI, you know, it doesn't have a username. It's just, you killed Chewbacca. Has everybody seen The Rise of Skywalker yet? Or is that like, is that still spoiler territory until May 4th? So May 4th, Rise of Skywalker is going to be on Disney Plus. Which is kind of crazy. I think that's like 2 months early. Oh my god, my aim is so bad tonight. So bad. I'm trying to hit the legs. Sweep the leg. Oh shit, we gotta fall back, we're losing. They're supposed to update Predator around the community response. That's... when they announced that? Late yesterday? Because I didn't see anything about that when I looked yesterday morning. Good. I don't think the Predator needs much of a... It doesn't need much of a buff. That's what I'm afraid of. They're gonna buff the Predator so bad that the Marines don't want to play anymore. They don't need much of a buff for the Predator. My theory is, 4 times the amount of people are playing as Marines as to Predators. So, maybe they, purposefully made the Predator underpowered because most people, the vast amount of people, are going to be playing as Marines. And if most of your player base is like, this is too hard, I'm fed up with this, you got a big problem. It's better for the Marines to be OP than it is for the Predator to be OP. Even though the Predators work like a dog. They work like a dog. They really do. It's painful. You wait up to 15 minutes to find a match, and then you have to deal with these OP Marines. But I'm afraid they're gonna patch the game, and then the Marines are gonna suck, and no one's gonna be playing. You piss off like the vast amount of the player base, and that's gonna be big trouble. Palpatine was a bad choice. We got too many enemies coming from all sides. I go through the shields, right? Yeah, I think so.
There are great rewards in victory.
Yeah, Predator's not on Xbox, it's just on PS4 and PC. When I go silent and just stare off into space, but I'm not playing the game either, I'm reading the chat room. I don't know if it's been out forever, but I mean, coronavirus might have kept people busy from watching it on VOD. You know what? I'm gonna say, from here on out, all future Star Wars streams or just streams in general, I'm gonna talk about spoilers for The Rise of Skywalker. I haven't had have I had a spoiler stream? I think I have. Maybe not. I've been really careful about spoilers for The Rise of Skywalker, so from here on, you know what? End of an era. No more Star Wars spoilers are off limits for me.
Victory is in our grasp.
I'm gonna have to relearn how I talk. I've been so careful about how I talk about Star Wars. Yeah, Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. I said it. Holy shit. Make it weird. Don't even make it her granddaughter. Make it his direct descendant. Would Clone of Palpatine have been better?
We've held off the rebel attack and
Alright, let's go back to real multiplayer. Oh, that's kind of cool looking.
Imperial strength.
It's actually really cool looking. What GPU do you have and what frames do you get? I got a 2080 Ti and I can usually run this game in 4K at 60 FPS. But I'm playing at 1440p, 2080 Ti, and I'm getting well over 60. Over 120 maybe, I haven't checked in a while. It's been a couple updates. Improved zoom for the T21. What do you stream on 1080p? What do I stream or why do I stream on 1080p? The reason I stream on 1080p instead of 1440p, for example, which I could, YouTube supports it. Hell, YouTube supports 4K 60 FPS streaming. But most people can't watch 1440p 60 FPS or 4K 60 FPS. Most people... I think most people now watch 1080p, but it used to be most people watch 720p on live streams, and that may still be mostly 720p, but close second 1080p, so I don't bother streaming over that unless it's something like Red Dead Redemption 2 just came out and I want to show it off in 4K. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna quit one more time. I totally forgot I'm looking for Scarif. Also, I may turn... You know what? I'll leave face cam on, but I'll turn it away just a little bit. It's kind of bright. Green screen is... I just don't want it to be fuzzy, you know? Oh, what the hell? It's good enough. Heroes versus villains? I don't think so. Yeah, well, technically I have no haircut. Yes! Scarif! Oh, you have no idea how exciting. Matchmaking is exciting. What? My friend is finishing up a round. What? I've got a friend playing with me? It's news to me. I don't see any friends. Anyway, yeah, it's... Oh, damn it, Death Star 2. Wait, Star Citizen 3.9 just released? Yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream of Star Citizen before too long. Get your haircut during a stream. Oh God. No thanks. I'd be all itchy. Itchy all... Keyboard cam? What's all this? I've never heard of a keyboard cam. What is a keyboard cam? Just showing my keyboard and my hands typing on it? Is that a thing? Battlefront 2 Capital Supremacy still broken. Oh, the lobbies? Is that what I just encountered? The question everyone wants to know is, Who shagged Palpatine? The Force. The Force. No. That would mean Palpatine had to become pregnant. I don't know. I mean, apparently Palpatine's got great genes. I mean, he wasn't a bad-looking guy. Palpatine was a pretty good-looking guy before, you know, the lightning melted his face. Very stately, you know, royal. Daisy Ridley's very royal-looking. I can see the resemblance. Pre-Monster Mash. I like that they added wrinkles to Palpatine for his Rise of Skywalker skin in Battlefront 2. Yeah, that's a good touch. Unfortunately, they didn't give him the creepy corpse eyes. You know, the white ones that are just glazed over. I was in Walmart the other day, quarantine shopping. By the way, don't bring your whole goddamn family. What is this, a field trip? It's quarantine. Wear a mask, wear some gloves, and don't bring your whole family. Don't bring your grandma to quarantine shopping. What the fuck? Anyway. Damn it. Not Death Star 2. Look what your grandma's made me do. I was at Walmart the other day quarantine shopping. And I saw somebody's poor glitched out anyway. I saw somebody's poor grandmother, no mask, no gloves. She was dragged there with her family. There was like a mother, father, like a couple of kids. One was an infant, a toddler, and they had their grandma. Anyway, Grandma was just staring at this TV at the entrance of Walmart. They had a bunch of TVs playing The Rise of Skywalker on repeat. And it was the scene where Kylo Ren is in, like, the lair on Exegol. He's looking at Palpatine. Palpatine's talking. It's zooming on his monster face. And this old lady was just, like, staring at it. I don't think she knew what she was watching. I don't know if she was even present. But she was just, like, her eyes were just blank. And she was just staring at monster face Palpatine. I don't know if she was confused. I don't know if she was scared. I don't know if she had dementia. She shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't have been out of quarantine. It's dangerous. Very reckless to bring Grandma, who might be demented and who's definitely scared of Palpatine, out into Walmart in the middle of this virus. Goddamn animals. Anyway, you guys jinxed it. You said something's wrong with the lobbies of capital supremacy. I hadn't encountered any lobby issues until now. But yeah. What's the keyboard cam? Some laptops have a camera in the keyboard to reduce screen bezel. No, I don't think that's what they were talking about. They haven't patched the Predator yet. Massive I don't have COVID, but I have a stroke. Massive. Louisiana, literally, people shot more than before the lockdown. God damn. maybe the grandma fell in love. Who's that nice-looking young boy? Oh, he has the prettiest eyes. That actually reminds me, when I was a kid, this librarian, really nice librarian, she said, "You have the most lovely eyes. Your eyes look like that little, that robot in iRobot." The Will Smith iRobot? Yeah, you have the eyes of the robot. The white one. Weirdest compliment. When I have my hair really short, oh yeah. Armies collide to dominate the battlefront in an open-ended tug-of-war. Utilize a wide array of tactics, trooper classes, land vehicles, reinforcement units, and hero characters to attack and defend strategic loading screens. Damn it! I'm gonna have to restart this. I don't know if that's gonna work either. They're talking about balancing the Predator soon. Right. I like soon. That reminds me of what DICE said like a month ago. We're going to make Battlefield 5 great. Soon. And they have. They've fixed it the only way they knew how. By yanking the plug like it's on life support. Please tell me this is working. Oh yeah. Someone said I like the new haircut. Thank you. This is actually a lack of haircut. It's a no cut. I haven't gotten my hair cut. When did I get my hair cut? Since November? October? I think it was October. It's been a while. I'm surprised they didn't add the Mandalorian. They should have had a mode where you would collect data and retrieve the data. Like the movie. You know, I don't know if you know this, but actually, Cheryl, you're really close because look at this time of day! Oh, that is beautiful! Oh my god, these clouds are incredible. So you've got overcast and you also have clear skies. Well, they're not completely clear, but it's dusk and damn it, it's not overcast. God, well, it's a little overcast, but it's not foggy looking. This is beautiful. Welcome to Scarif multiplayer. We are playing as the good old-fashioned rebellion, and I was just killed by Rise of Skywalker Palpatine. That's one of the brand new skins that they added for this update, and oh, it's cool. It's got cachet. No wonder he got shagged. He got right shagged, I'll tell you what. I promise I'll never do an accent again. I was supposed to be British. It sounded like Hank Hill with a mouthful of gruel. What do you think about Battlefield 5 losing live support? I think it's shit, Nate. I think it's shit. I really do. Like a month ago, they were saying, don't worry, you know, be happy. We're gonna fix this game. Also, look at this. This is something that's always bugged me. You see how dark? Look at this. The windshield looks fine now, but when the sun is supposedly shining through it, the windows are really, really dark. Like they've got the world's weirdest, like it shouldn't. The bloom. I'm walking all the way back over here to show you this. There's been a problem in Frostbite for a long time. They've stopped support for Battlefront 2, you're telling me, and they haven't fixed this? They're still gonna be patching the game. This is just the last, Ragdoll's so cool. They're still gonna be patching the game. This is just the last of the free content. Anyway, the bloom from the sun, we shouldn't even be able to see the windscreen. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome. I think the live support for Battlefront 2 is some of the best we've ever seen in gaming. The live support for Battlefield 5, I don't want to turn this into a hit piece or anything, but the live support for Battlefield 5 has been some of the worst we've ever seen in gaming. Battlefield 5's live support has made the fans cry mercy and made the fans beg, please bring back paid season passes. I would like to pay an additional $60. I would rather pay $120 if that meant this game didn't have live support, but instead had season pass. And you know what? If I liked Battlefield 5, I would rather pay $120 than get what we've got, which is shit. We had slow content for Battlefield 5, and we had low content for Battlefield 5. It was slow and low. It was a low rider. Meanwhile, Battlefront 2 is a goddamn monster truck. This thing is incredible. What they've done with this is just outstanding. What was you gonna say, Massive? I don't remember. I really don't. I cut myself off all the time. Yeah, that U-wing does look a little small, doesn't it? Holy shit, that is small, isn't it? How do you have a gunner door? I guess if you kneel, right? Yeah, suffice to say, Battlefield 5 was what not to do. I gotta say, though, I do find Battlefront 2 a little, like, the gunplay is a little tricky. I've never quite gotten used to it. There's times where I love it, and it clicks. That is really cool looking. But there's also times where it just doesn't click. Oh, wow. What a username, good god. Alright, let's see if the next map's gonna be Scarif. I mean, Battlefield, any game has potential. All the potential in the world until it doesn't. Battlefield 5 theoretically had potential until they started making it into whatever the hell it is we got. Am I sad this is the last update? Yeah. Well, I mean, genuinely, it's weird too. So many Death Star maps. It's really weird. I don't know. It's been a constant. I haven't streamed or I made a lot of videos in Battlefront 2, but not as many as like a Battlefront exclusive YouTuber. I'm not a Battlefront only YouTuber, and I haven't made as many videos as I did on Battlefront 2015, which was a shit ton. But it was a constant. Every couple of months, I knew there was gonna be a Battlefront update, and it was like Superman, you know? He's there. He's always there. And it stopped happening. It's kind of like the PlayStation 2. They stopped manufacturing the PlayStation 2 a couple of years ago. And now we've reached a day where there's no more Battlefront 2. And that's really weird for me. Really weird. Really sad. And there's no Battlefront in the foreseeable future. The next DICE game is going to be Battlefield 6. So, I don't know. I feel empty inside. This is also... So, I'm going to real talk for a minute. The reason why I haven't streamed as much Battlefront 2 as I did Battlefront 2015, the reason why I haven't done as many videos on Battlefront 2, Star Wars it's been very magical for me my whole life. I grew up with the prequels. I didn't grow up with the original trilogy. Well, I grew up with the original trilogy, but they weren't in theaters. I had them on VHS. Every time they were on cable, I watched, even if it was in the middle of the movie. I vividly remember watching A New Hope on cable and just going outside and pretending I was a stormtrooper or Obi-Wan Kenobi, one of the two. My favorite toy when I was a kid were those plastic lightsabers you could buy for like $5 at Walmart, and they retracted and you could just like whip them out. They fully retracted into the hilt, and my friends and I would just beat the crap out of each other. It was really fun. I got many bruised fingers, but the last few years for Star Wars have really just made me sad. Just really bummed me out. And it's weird because I loved The Last Jedi. But it really drained me. The Last Jedi released directly after Battlefront 2, and the pay-to-win stuff that Battlefront 2 almost launched with, people forget this, but technically, we're searching for Scarif, by the way, we're joining the new map. People forget this, but Battlefront 2 didn't launch with pay-to-win. They removed it at the last second. The systems that they built, gameplay systems that they built, were still in place for pay-to-win, but they removed the ability to buy gameplay modifying stuff. And a few months later, they fixed and changed the core of the game, so it was no longer built around the pay-to-win stuff. Anyway, That soured me. But directly after that, The Last Jedi came out. And I actually hadn't watched a lot of speculation videos in The Last Jedi. I didn't build up in my head, I think this is gonna happen. I'm excited about this. I didn't build anything up in my head, actually, before I saw it. And I successfully avoided spoilers somehow. So I watched The Last Jedi in theaters, opening night, avoiding spoilers for The Force Awakens. The day before I saw it in theaters, I got spoiled about Han's death. The day before on Instagram for like, I think it was Game Grumps Instagram. I got spoiled. But The Last Jedi I didn't. And I went into it and I saw it first showing, opening night. And my girlfriend and I saw it and we fucking loved it. We loved it so much that we immediately bought tickets for the next showing. There were 2 or 3 seats left, and we bought the tickets. And we got out of the second showing at like 1 a.m. and we were just on top of the world. We were fucking blown away. It was like pure magic. My face hurt. I was grinning so much. And it sounds weird, but I was actually really, really bummed out that people hated it. I loved it, and it didn't change my enjoyment of it. But I just was really drained at the hate that people were throwing at each other and throwing at the movie. Couple that with Battlefront 2 having those pay-to-win mechanics, and honestly, Star Wars has been kind of depressing the last couple of years, I'm going to be completely honest. And it's been really confusing because having something that you love turn into something that just almost feels tainted. Like, I understand now. I actually do. Those of you that say that The Last Jedi ruined Star Wars for you, I get what you mean. But it wasn't The Last Jedi that ruined Star Wars for me, it was the fans. Not just the people. I'm not saying the people that hate The Last Jedi ruined Star Wars for me. I'm saying just the unhappiness of Star Wars and Star Wars fans ruined it for me. Not only that, but let's not forget the Rise of Skywalker. Oh, so where is Scarif? I tell you what, if I can't find Scarif in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to move on to another game mode with Scarif. But then the Rise of Skywalker comes out, and it's not made for anyone. I knew they weren't going to make it for The Last Jedi fans. I was so excited getting out of the theater for The Last Jedi of, oh my god, what are they going to do? And they didn't make a sequel to The Last Jedi. I knew they weren't going to do that, not after the feedback they got. But they didn't make a sequel to The Force Awakens either, which is what I thought they were going to do. Alright, let's find another game mode. Let's see, what do we got? So Scarif, which is the new map. This is the very last update for Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's just patches and balancing after this. And Scarif is the last map, and we're going to play it. So, what do we have for Scarif? We've got it in co-op and instant action, but we also have Scarif for Hero Showdown and Heroes versus Villains. Well, I suck with Hero Showdown and Heroes versus Villains. Anyway, the last Star Wars movie was really weird. It was honestly weird. It was all yes, Scarif. I honestly thought we weren't going to be able to find a match. It was taking so long. Great. We're at the beginning of the match. Alright, I'm going to put all of my focus in on this. I'm going to do the very, very best I can. Let's start with Medic. We're going to play as a team. We're going to kick ass. And this is an awesome map, so you guys are going to like this. I hope we get the dusk. I don't know, we might get overcast. Yeah, when something you like just starts making you feel bad, it's time to walk away from it, I guess. I actually think it's a good thing that they're taking a break from Star Wars movies because I need a break from Star Wars, sadly. I've kind of taken a break ever since The Last Jedi. I've streamed... Overcast it is. I've streamed some Star Wars Battlefront 2 since The Last Jedi, but I haven't streamed a lot. And it's just been so toxic. Not Battlefront. Battlefront's got a good community. It's got a healthy subreddit. Like, it's actually a good community, but it's Star Wars. And Star Wars has been really bad the last couple of years.
Standard tactics. Secure.
You know what?
Those command posts
I don't like The Mandalorian. It's so weird. Like, I don't know why. The Mandalorian, it's a good show. But I don't know. It's kind of a weird day because this is the last Battlefront update we're getting, and we don't know when we're getting another multiplayer Star Wars game. Fallen Order 2 is confirmed, but Battlefront 3 is kind of confirmed to not be coming until after Battlefield 6. Damn! They got us. I can't believe I got that many points for dying. Rebels get destroyed on Scarif, so prepare. Thank you. I will. But yeah, I don't want to say Star Wars isn't for me anymore. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. Like, I want to apologize if you guys hate The Last Jedi, and if I ever made you think that, if I ever made you think that I thought that was wrong, I apologize because I never meant for it to come across that way. I disagree with some of the... damn! Was he... Oh, he was way closer than I thought. I thought that was a sniper. Alright, let's focus. Wait, can we get a vehicle? What do we have? I saw something about a vehicle just now. I think we have to capture some more points. Or maybe it's only the Empire that can use vehicles. I don't know. There are vehicles on Scarif. But, there are some critiques with The Last Jedi that I don't agree with. For instance, I like the direction with Luke Skywalker. Regardless, there's obviously objective problems with it as well. But what I'm saying is, I feel the same way that those of you felt when you said that, The Last Jedi ruined Star Wars for you. And I don't know if Star Wars is ruined for me. That's just a really strong word. But it's changed. It's definitely changed. And I was unsure. Okay, The Rise of Skywalker, this is it. This is the last Star Wars movie for who knows how long. And it's the last in the Skywalker saga. This is it. My childhood, my mom's, childhood. I think she was a teenager around or a young adult at least, around the time of the movies. And it was a big event in their lives. And... The Rise of Skywalker was so weird. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be at all. It wasn't a sequel to The Last Jedi, which was what I would have liked. It wasn't a sequel to The Force Awakens, which is what a lot of people would have liked, and what I was expecting. It almost turned it into a parody. It was like it was a parody of The Force Awakens and a parody of The Last Jedi. It was like a Mel Brooks film. It was rushed. It was fast. The visual effects were good, very good in some instances. I'm gonna give some spoilers for the Rise of Skywalker. You guys are gonna think I'm fucking insane, but I actually really loved Kylo Ren and Rey's dynamic in The Last Jedi. I thought that was fascinating. It was really interesting, and I thought, what are they going to do with this? And then at the end of The Rise of Skywalker, they had them kiss. I loved it. I actually did. I loved that. Hear me out. I know Reylo is like this taboo thing, but... Was the execution perfect? No execution was perfect in The Rise of Skywalker. No execution was perfect. But I am glad that at least they continued one of my favorite through lines of The Last Jedi. I thought they were going to drop that. I really thought they were going to drop that completely. Anyway, yeah, The Rise of Skywalker was a mess. And... the fact that it wasn't The fact that it felt weak, I think that's really what I was trying to say this whole time. I think one of the nails in the coffin was that Star Wars, ever since Solo, it felt weak. I liked Solo okay, but I actually liked parts of Solo quite a bit. But they had no confidence in it. They fired Phil Lord and Chris Miller, which had a vision. They had a vision for Solo, and Disney decided they didn't like the vision. Oh god, I shouldn't have rolled. Anyway, Disney decided they didn't like the vision, so they called in Ron Howard, they scrapped everything, they refilmed almost the whole movie, and then when Solo bombed, they scrapped Boba Fett, they scrapped, what else did they have? The Obi-Wan movie is now going to be a television series. And they also changed The Rise of Skywalker, and The Rise of Skywalker felt like Star Wars was just a shell. Like, okay, Star Wars is gone now. Yeah, and it just, ever since The Last Jedi, I guess Star Wars has made me sad. It's been bittersweet. And unfortunately, that also drifted into Battlefront for me. And that's one of the major reasons why I haven't been streaming Battlefront 2. Long story short, the launch of this game was really, really depressing. Really bummed me out. Darth Maul is now an original trilogy hero and a prequel trilogy hero. He spans two eras because they added the Robo leg skin for Darth Maul. You need 5,000 kills. If you want to play as Robo-Leg Darth Maul, you got to get 5,000 kills as Darth Maul, which is quite a lot of kills. I think co-op counts, which is something, but that's a lot of kills. Thanks a lot for providing amazing content ever since I started watching Battlefront 2015. You're a big reason I got into playing video games. Thank you, Michael. Really, seriously, man. That's actually pretty huge for me. There's this YouTuber that I watched religiously back in the early days of YouTube, and I mean, I played video games since the PS1, but he really, like, he brought something to gaming for me that, like a certain perspective, or I don't know how to put it really, but it definitely shaped how I game. So I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. So, I actually, not all the blame lies with Kathleen Kennedy. She's made mistakes, that's to be sure. But, I think it was Bob? I can't remember, maybe it was Bob Iger. Regardless, there was someone else who made a bigger mistake than Kathleen Kennedy did. He doesn't get hardly any of the blame, though. Which is a shame, because he was the guy that basically gave like a hard date ultimatum. Which is why they didn't have an entire trilogy planned out, and they were like, you know what, we can make this work. We'll put The Force Together Awakens. I mean, we'll put the Force together. We'll force together The Force Awakens as quickly as we can, which is what they did. And then, so what I'm saying is, Jesus Christ, they got a nice hit squad over there. Let's go with a recon and see if we can stir this up a little bit. Anyway, people talk about the fact that they didn't have a trilogy planned out from the beginning. That's true, but they also didn't really have The Force Awakens planned out. The Force Awakens had a shorter turnaround time than video games do. And that's a Star Wars movie. Like, it was really fast. From script to film, it was incredibly quick. Way, way too quick. All the heroes are oh my god. Let's go with Han Solo. I never go with Han Solo.
I am not cocky. Who said I was cocky?
It's actually kind of fitting that I've got this this Han skin, considering this is the Battle of Scarif. Little early in the original trilogy, aren't we? Thank you, Mr. Chuckler. This is the... I don't think this might be. I think this is, for a fact, the last map of Battlefront 2. I was so sure that they were going to add... Match over already? I was so sure they were going to add Mandalorian content. I actually thought they were going to say, you know what, Scarif was supposed to be the last, but we're going to add the Mandalorian as a hero. Or, yeah, I thought they were going to add him as a hero. We're going to add the Dark Saber, and also we're going to add some maps from the Mandalorian. Maybe some guns. Some skins. That would be cool. Like some of the Stormtrooper skins, that would be so sweet. But they didn't do that. It was really surprising to me. You'd think they would say the last update for the foreseeable future, or maybe it's better to say this is the last update and then they come with a surprise Mandalorian season. Thank you, Cameron. Yeah, but I thought Kathleen Kennedy made that decision because of the decision that was made by her superior, in that they didn't have like the time to, so she had to. Basically, I thought that what happened was Kathleen Kennedy's hand was kind of forced into some of those bad mistakes because of one of the initial decisions made by one of her superiors. Basically, Disney paid a lot of money for Star Wars. And Lucas could have charged more, but they still paid a lot of money, and they wanted to see returns fast, because that's how it works. Unfortunately, that is how it 100% works. Shareholders, they don't give a shit as long as money's being made. They don't give a shit about the critical score of something, just as long as it doesn't tarnish what money you're going to make in the future. That's pretty much it. Massive, you... I'm fine. I'm fine! I'm good! I've got resting sad face. No, I'm fine. I just feel really weird today. It's the last day of Battlefront, you know? It's not just Battlefront 2. The last day of Battlefront 1. Battlefront 2015, ironically, Scarif was the last update. But we knew Battlefront 2 was already in development. We know Battlefront 3 isn't in development right now. If at the most it's in a planning stage. Battlefield 6, all hands on deck for Battlefield 6. So this is the last day of Battlefront. And there just hasn't been there hasn't been no Battlefront since 2015 or 2014, really, because at least we had the rumors of Battlefront. I don't know. It's like Superman, you know? Superman's leaving because this game had its problems on launch, but I've been genuinely proud of how they've handled post-launch and how they've turned it around. So what it boils down to is the developers are doing a good job, and they did a fucking good job, and I'm sorry to see that that's stopped. It was nice to see every once in a while in gaming news I would see a headline, new Battlefront update, and I'd read the comments and people would be like, you know what, the launch was horrendous, but they've turned things around. You know, they've listened to the community, they've done literally everything they could to make this the best game they can make it. And that was nice. That was really nice. I've met a lot of the developers of Battlefront 2. They're fucking awesome people. Really passionate people. You gotta understand, the people that are responsible for designing the weapons, the people that are responsible for making Darth Vader look movie accurate, those guys had nothing to do with the microtransactions or the pay to win. That stuff's beyond their control. So this redemption was just so cool to see in many regards. And it's just really bittersweet that it's the end of the road. I actually do have an eyelash in my eye, I swear. I'm serious, though. It actually is just an eyelash. I get eyelashes in my eyes all the time. My eyes suck. Well, my vision's fine, but my eyelashes suck. It evens out. I really hope they do something with Battlefront 3. Oh, if there's a Battlefront 3, it's going to be different. I don't know if the Battlefront brand name is tarnished, but it might be. The next Star Wars multiplayer game may not be Battlefront. It may not be anything like Battlefront. It may be who knows? It could be like Vermintide, which would be cool. Could be like Left 4 Dead, which I guess is Ewok Hunt. Is Predator worth it? Okay, automatic. It's tempting, but the developers, you guys told me that today the developers said they're looking into fixing the Predator very soon. So, if you can wait a week, wait a week. 7 days. Make a reminder. Hey Siri, set a reminder 7 days from today and call it Predator. I'm sorry, that was that was probably so annoying for a bunch of you. What's up, Justin? I love that. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force. Him and his ancient religions and his texts. What was his... there's also one of my favorite Star Wars quotes. I don't know why. It just got stuck in my head. Is, I almost got it. It is something, however unlikely. You know what? I'm going to Google it right now. Star Wars quote, how... I can't believe it left my... If I wasn't trying to think of it, I would be able to skim it right off the top of my head. Ah, yes. If the rebels have obtained a complete technical readout of this station, it is possible, however unlikely, that they might find a weakness and exploit it. And then Darth Vader says, the plans you refer to will soon be back in our hands. Stupid little quotes like that stick with me. I haven't really encountered many... Oh, are you talking about Predator? Predator is absurdly glitchy. I've played a lot of games. I'm a variety gamer, that's for sure. Never have I ever encountered as many glitches as I have with Predator. Also, I want to take a moment to thank the fuck out of you guys for sticking in this stream with me. And the last, 3 Predator live streams, because I've done... The last 4 streams, including this one, have had a lot of waiting around. Because the servers have just been bad. The servers with this game are fine, but I'm specifically trying to find Scarif. Which is what everybody's trying to do, so it's hard to get into a Scarif match. What is this? Oh yeah, Age of Resistance. That's a beautiful picture. I'm gonna try looking one more time, and if not, I'll go into Heroes vs. Villains, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of Heroes vs. Villains, but it's Scarif, damn it. Anyway, really guys, you're very patient. I try not to have a lot of dead air in my live streams. Some streams, they're just if they're not streaming with their friends, they're kind of just streaming them playing the game and not really, and I'm not comparing, I'm not contrasting, I'm not saying one's better than the other, nothing like that. There's all kinds of different strokes, and there's all kinds of different folks. But a lot of live streams, there's sometimes a period of a minute or 2 minutes where they really just don't say much. But my streams, I don't stop talking, ever. It's just how I do things. So, the last 4 streams have been a fucking fever dream because I have gone sometimes 15... Oh, not Tatooine. I've gone 15 minutes sometimes without... If I'm gonna play Heroes vs. Villains, damn it, I'm not doing it in Tatooine. We're gonna do it on Scarif. Anyway, I've gone sometimes 15 minutes without playing a match because of the servers, and I had to talk for 15 minutes straight. No, this is not my last Battlefront stream. I'm probably going to stream it May 4th. But if I'm being honest, I guess it's close. Really sad. It is definitely not the last Battlefront stream, though, mark my words. And it's not the second to last. I don't know how many more. Everything's finite. I don't know how many more there will be. But I will definitely be streaming for May 4th. I'm gonna talk about the sequel trilogy May 4th and all the movies. But I'll be streaming after May 4th as well. I'll probably stream Battlefront 2 on the new consoles to see how backward compatibility sifts out. Does your cat enjoy being around you all the time? Cats, by and large, are very social creatures. Maybe I shouldn't even worry about Scarif. Some people aren't as picky as me. If there's a new update, I just want the update. But it takes time. Yeah, I keep getting Death Star 2 and Hoth. Wait a second. Your birthday was 2 days ago? Holy shit. Oh yeah, I wasn't streaming 2 days ago. I said I might stream, and then I decided not to because I thought YouTube servers might have been wonky, but also I wanted to level up my Predator, which I now have the combi staff. I have the combi staff, and we're again playing as the Rebellion. I've got the combi staff, and I've got my camo. Finally. Anyway, happy 2 days late. Jerk, right? Happy belated birthday, Mayu. Shit. I wish oh, wait, no. No, 2 days after today? Okay. What day is that? What day is today? 30? That'll be the 1st, right? Yeah, I'll be streaming the 1st. Oh, it's after. Wait, what? What the fuck? It's after May 4th. Oh, 2 days. What are you doing to me? It's 2 days after May 4th? Oh my god.
We made it through the shield.
How embarrassing for me. How embarrassing for you.
So we'll only get one
Whole lot of embarrassment, Jesus.
shot. The force be
Yeah,
with us.
maybe don't forget what day your birthday is next time, huh? May 6th. I think my mother's birthday was June 6th. Whereas my birthday is not on the 6th, so there goes my birthday trivia. Anyway, happy premature birthday.
Must capture
And
hold
I guess
these
I'll
outposts
give you another
against them.
happy premature birthday on May 4th, so you're gonna have a bunch of them. Way to collect multiple birthday wishes! That's how you game the system. The birthday genie is not gonna be happy with you, I tell you what. It's turned into a David Lynch film. I just bought Blue Velvet. I bought the Criterion Blue Velvet. I haven't really seen many David Lynch films. I've seen Bunnies, of course. I don't think it's called Bunnies. I don't remember what it's called. I liked it a lot. I listen to David Lynch on podcasts all the time. I listen to his interviews all the time. Fucking phones! Kids are watching my movies on their fucking phones, and you're just not going to get the experience that's intended by the filmmakers if you're watching on a 4-inch fucking screen. That's my best David Lynch impression. He's great. He's extremely talented. I'm excited about watching Blue Velvet is what I'm saying. September 1st. How nice and neat for you. You have a birthday on the 1st of a month. I've actually never met somebody on... Wait, the 2nd of May? So it's not May 6th, it's May 2nd. Oh my god. Okay, so today I'm giving you a premature birthday wish, and May 4th I'll be giving you a belated birthday wish, unless I'm streaming on May 2nd. This is getting very complex. Awfully complex. Blue Velvet's amazing? Good, I'm excited about it. I get David Lynch and, the guy that directed Gone Girl mixed up. I get those two directors mixed up for some reason. I always think it's all David Lynch. I think, oh, David Lynch directed Gone Girl. Huh, weird. Oh, David Lynch directed, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Interesting. It's a little different than Bunnies. A little different than Easter Head. I mean, Easter... Eraserhead. This is what dementia looks like in young folk. Relatively. So it is February 2nd. It is... Wait, what the hell? What? Oh my god! What an insane spawn area! I just had 2 Imperials spawn right on top of me. Feel a little bad about that. Oh shit. Hey, we no-scoped him. Ah! 060 no-scope. Blue Velvet's awesome. I have the Criterion version of Stalker to... Bro! Boom! Look at that! I think it's focused back here. Yeah, I got the... I just got the Criterion version of Stalker 2. I've only before now seen a completely legal, lower quality copy of Stalker. I'm excited to watch it in good quality.
The princess has joined us.
Yeah, Stalker's great. I've only seen it in poor quality up until whenever I watch the Blu-ray. I mean, if someone theoretically pirated a movie years ago, way out of the statute of limitations, if someone theoretically pirated a movie years ago and then they buy that movie, that makes up for it, right? I mean, I bought it. I mean, they bought it. It's all theoretical. Isn't life, when you think about it? This is Boba Fett. I'm not gonna be able to... Oh, God. Yo, guys, if you're watching this and you can comment, leave a comment. What are your turnip prices today? My turnip prices were 127. Not great. I'm trying not to use turnip exchange too much because I don't want to cheat. I don't use time traveling. If I do use turnip exchange, it's like 120 bells, 200 bells. I never go to 500 or 600. I don't know. It's not too fun for me if you're... Oh God! You're not supposed to be able to get 500 bell return on the stock exchange all the time. It's supposed to be like maybe a couple times a year. If you're watching, you get that lucky where you might get 500 bells purchasing price. The game wasn't designed for you to be able to get 500 bells purchasing price every single time you buy turnips. Oh my God, what time is it?
We're getting Jedi support.
It's 10 p.m.? What the fuck? Wow, I had no idea it was 10 p.m. 135, that's not too bad. Yeah, share what your turnip prices are. Oh look, it's the cargo AT-AT. And yes, the official pronunciation is AT-AT or AT-AT, whichever you prefer. Both are correct. But I believe the first was AT-AT, like, you know, phonetically. I'm getting a negative return for 2 weeks. Damn, man. That sucks. 72 bells. I had 30 bells a couple days ago. Which was really just disheartening. I have used Turnip Exchange, but it was a reasonable one. It was 200 bells. Do you believe there will be a bigger Star Wars project, which is why Battlefront 2 got its last update? I'll tell you why I think Battlefront 2 has just gotten its last update. Battlefield 6. Battlefront 2, if anything, is probably concept art right now. It's definitely Battlefield 6. Eraserhead Godzilla mashup? What the fuck? Alright, time to back off. I'm playing as a Chewie knockoff, so I'm not going to do this lightly. Also, Palpatine's around. Hey, they changed the icon for the Wookiee AoE attack. That's cool. Very cool. Now, where the hell's Palpatine? There's Boba Fett. I don't want to tussle with him, that's for damn sure. Oh, man. I should have waited to toss that. Oh, crap. No, 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 no. Oh, God. Yoda's going out. Hopefully he'll draw their fire. Didn't I used to have a heal on this guy? Back at launch, maybe? Oh, my God. I can't believe this game is at the end of its life. End of its life isn't totally correct, because if you guys want to buy this game, buy it. It's $6 right now for the base edition. I gave him such a juicy, easy kill. This game is like $6 for the base edition. You know what? I gotta play the objectives. I haven't been playing the objectives the entire stream. Oh my God!
Has joined the Imperials. Be cautious.
Oh, Jesus. I've just been dicking around talking to you guys the whole stream. Yeah, blame the chat room, Massive. That's classy. That'll earn your respect. Oh my God! Good shot! You have no idea the rage. I always seem affable. Whenever someone kills me, I'm like, oh, good shot. I made a mistake. Stuff like that, right? I bottle it up and serial kill at night. I also save my rockets, and then I die with unused rockets. Is that really how you should play? Just don't use anything until you die and then regret not using anything? That's a great allegory for life. Don't play life like I play Battlefront 2. Oh, Jesus, I'm so close. Ooh, it's getting spooky. What's the best part about watching trash cinema? I like watching shitty movies and talk crap about them. I tell you what, if you guys know how to pirate, don't ever pirate. I actually don't believe in pirating. Unless you can't buy something, I don't believe in pirating, to be honest. I understand why some people do it. If some people are super low on cash, you know, I can understand that. But if you're just doing it to, like, stick it to the man, you're sticking it to jobs of people. Unfortunately. Those are the people that are going to be punished. Anyway, there's a movie that I can't find legally anywhere. But if you know where to look... Oh, shit! He choked me to death. If you know where to look, you can pirate it. It's called Things. Things 1989 or something like that. It's got a guy with a power drill on the cover. It's not intentionally bad like Sharknado. Look up Things. 1989, I believe. Watch that. Check that out. It's incredible. Really, I'm serious. Buy it. Whoa! Buy it. I mean, you can't buy it. Don't pirate it. Definitely don't do that and watch it. Trust me. It's worth finding. It's great. Alright, I'm gonna be really careful this time, I swear. Pinky promise. Oh shit, they're behind us. Oh, I didn't realize I just ground pounded exactly where I stood. Doesn't Chewie leap a little bit when he does it? Maybe that's just for Chewie. Oh, shit. Oh, God! Unexpected Darth Vader. It's on Amazon Prime? Really? Wow. What's my favorite movie? One of my favorite movies is Somewhere in Time. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. It's quaint. It's quaint by today's standards, but holy shit, nice hair. Nice crotch hair. Or not. Somewhere in Time, it's got Christopher Reeve. It's a lovely movie. I can't remember the actress's name, but she's great. It's got one of the best movie scores of all time. La La Land is another one of my favorites. I just watched a movie called Paris, Texas. It was great. Really fantastic. I don't know if it's one of my favorite movies necessarily, but I really cherished watching it. As oogie and gooey as that sounds. Mission Impossible Fallout may be my favorite movie. My girlfriend just watched a movie that's one of her favorite movies now, if not her favorite, which is Pulp Fiction. My girlfriend and I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time together, which was really fun. We've been watching all of Quentin Tarantino's movies, and we just finished Kill Bill Volume 2 a couple days ago. Pretty much any Tarantino movie is one of my favorites. I had never... So here's the thing. I've seen clips of Kill Bill. I've seen clips of Pulp Fiction. You can't avoid them. But for the first time ever, I recently watched Death Proof, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2, Reservoir Dogs. I rewatched Django Unchained, and I've watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown's one of my favorite movies of all time. Jackie Brown it's a tour de force. Such a good movie. Highly recommend Jackie Brown. No, Chewie doesn't look... I don't know what your crotch hair... I've never said that out loud. I don't know what your crotch hair looks like, but... Chewie doesn't look like crotch hair to me. Does your crotch look like a toupee? Good lord. If he actually did have the... Is it... Alright, it's late enough. If Chewie did have the... If his hair was the consistency of pubic hair, it would be genuinely horrifying, let me tell you. Is this PC? I despise PC players. This is PC. Does Battlefront 2 have crossplay? I didn't think it did. I could see where you would hate crossplay, I don't blame you. Tarantino was in a crap Asian movie I watched a couple months ago, so bad. My girlfriend says that she thinks Quarantino is a terrible actor. I disagree. I think he's a fun actor. Holy shit, that was so cool. Really, I honestly enjoy Quentin Tarantino as an actor. I know that sounds insane. I thought he was pretty damn good in Pulp Fiction, personally. I also thought he was pretty good in Dusk Till Dawn. Of course, his role in Dusk Till Dawn was pretty different. Oh, God. Jeez, we're getting attacked from all sides. I really did need to warm up, I guess. We're doing better now. I have watched The Hateful Eight. The only Tarantino movies I'd watched prior to 2019, or... We started with Death Proof in like December of last year, so we've watched most of his movies this year. So I'm going to say prior to 2020. Prior to 2020, the only Tarantino movies I'd seen were Django, Inglourious Bastards, and The Hateful Eight. And I love The Hateful Eight. I can't believe it's people's, like, one of people's least favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. But The Hateful Eight was one of my favorites. Oh, great timing. If I had to rank his movies, which is really hard to do, you know what? Oh my god! I don't even know if I like ranking movies. It's really tough. Star Wars movies I can rank. Quentin Tarantino movies, I can't rank those. They're all arts. They're not products. As much as I love Star Wars, it is a product sometimes. Yeah, jeez, I can't do that.
The rebels are trying to secure position back.
Yeah, we're doing a lot better. What about actors? Any favorites? Yes. What are you guys' favorite actors? I want you to answer that. I'm gonna wait before I answer it. I don't want to influence anything. Yeah, Scott, you're right. Quentin Tarantino does literally have a foot fetish IRL. Jesus. It's so nerve-wracking spawning as a fighter. But yeah, Quentin Tarantino's got a foot fetish. He's got feet in all of his films. But here's the kicker, though. You know, credit to the man, because he doesn't seem to have an unrealistic view of feet, you know? There are some nasty feet in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like, it was appropriate. So there's this young girl, this Manson girl, I can't remember her name. She was from The Nice Guys. She's great. Ellie, no, not Ellie. I don't remember her name. I'm gonna look her up real quick. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Who was it? Margaret Qualley. Yeah, she's great. She was really good in the movie. She was fucking fantastic. But she's a Manson girl, you know, she's walking around bare feet most of the time. Her feet were fucking disgusting, man. They were great. I don't like feet in general, but holy shit, they were yellow. Most feet are. I mean, they're utilitarian. They're disgusting things, really. We should all cut them off. Anyway. Oh, God, they were yellow, just dirty, filthy. You could tell that she walks on hot pavement all day without shoes. Ah, gag-a-maggot. I want to go after ground troops, but damn it, I don't want to die. Oh, that was close. That was really close. Okay, what do we got? Any hostiles? I'm getting attacked on all sides. You know what, let's kill this bastard and let's go for a bombing run. There he is. The minute you stop attacking these guys is the minute you die. Or the minute you start attacking too. Sometimes it's just not in the cards. Where the hell did this guy go? Shit, maybe he died too. I haven't watched The Lighthouse. I'm so excited about that. Thank you, Ben. I forgot about The Lighthouse. Yeah. Margaret Qualley. She was in Death Stranding. She was in Death Stranding, and she actually looked really different with glasses. Norman Reedus is really good in Death Stranding. Yeah, this one guy had an account full of photos on his back where the girls he paid for nails and scratch his back, and there was blood on his back. Oh, I mean, scratching is unsanitary, but if they were scratching with their toenails, my God, is that how coronavirus got started? The thumb is easily the freakiest digit on the hand. Nah, thumbs are fun. Yeah, here I'm like, fuck feet, dude. But thumbs, no, thumbs are alright. Get gunned down. It's kind of ironic. What do you think of Robert Pattinson as the new Batman? Good question. Oh, real quick, what are your favorite actors? I wasn't watching. I swear I'm watching now, I'm paying attention. So, yeah, please comment who your favorite actor or actress is. and then I'll tell you mine. You show me yours first, though, and I'll show you mine. I'm going ground combat for a little bit. Robert Pattinson's a great actor. He got a bad rap because of, you know, Twilight, but shit. If you were offered tens of millions of dollars, you would have done Twilight too. Besides, it gave him the money that he needed to do whatever he wants. So he's in indie films now. Like, a lot of actors, they have to make a choice. You know, they got to star in products if they want to make money, or just do indie movies if they don't want to make money. So some people, they do a product and they make some money and then they can do indie movies. That's what he did. I'm excited to see him as Batman, but I fucking loved Ben Affleck as Batman. Adam Driver, good choice. Damn good choice. I loved him in Marriage Story. Ewan McGregor, damn good choice. I'm really excited to see Ewan McGregor in Doctor Sleep. Jackie Chan, nice. Gary Oldman, Denzel Washington, Harrison Ford, Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was some of the best fucking acting I've seen. Just like that girl said. Also, the girl in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Possibly the most naturalistic acting I've seen in a major motion picture. Indie movies, that gets dicey. I saw some really good acting recently in Paris, Texas. What if your thumbs were facing up and still bent in the same direction? What? Oh! Backwards! Like, bent onto the top of your hand. That's disgusting, dude. What's wrong with your brain? Al Pacino. So, this is gonna sound sacrilege. I've always... Oh, crap. I've always liked Al Pacino, but I was never gaga. Where the fuck do I get off? I was never gaga over Al Pacino. Anyway, recently I watched The Irishman. Holy shit. Al Pacino. De Niro was great. I went in there really excited about De Niro, honestly. And I went out of the movie most blown away by Al Pacino and Joe Pesci in particular. I still can't decide if that's a Joe Pesci movie for me or an Al Pacino movie, but I've seen the light. And I'm really excited to dive into Al Pacino's filmography. I've seen the light. I'm a gaga Al Pacino now. Will Ferrell, that's interesting. He's actually a good dramatic actor. Matt Damon. Matt Damon is a damn good actor, and if anybody says differently, go watch Tom Ripley. Sam Jackson's fucking awesome. Jared Leto is a really good actor too. Yeah, he is. You guys have great choices. I can't remember the name of the main guy from 1917, but before this match starts, we're gonna back out. The main guy from 1917 was also in 10/22/63, and he's great. He's a new actor. He's really good. Yeah. I loved Joker. I also saw The King of Comedy for the first time, and yeah, there are similarities, but I mean, you could say that with so many movies. So many, like, classic movies are how many movies did we steal from Japan? Like, Jesus. It's about time an American movie steals from an American movie. But nevertheless, I really enjoy Joker. So, check it out. Let's look at the Scarif Trooper. I think the Specialist Scarif Trooper is one of the coolest. Officer, close second. Here we go. Check this out. That is a beauty. They didn't just port over the models from Battlefront 2015, because these guys were in Battlefront 2015. They didn't just port it over. They didn't do that. They wouldn't do that to you. They remastered it. And it looks great. Also, Darth Maul robot legs does take 5,000 kills to unlock. You gotta get 5,000 kills with Darth Maul to get Old Master. Unbelievable. He looks fucking sweet, though. And he looks like a Clone Wars character in real life. You know, they got a really good balance. Jeff Goldblum. Good choice. Daniel Day-Lewis is the best actor. Honestly, I may have to agree with you on that, because a Phantom Thread has... His acting in a Phantom Thread. Holy shit. No, we got a lot of movies stolen from Japan. Look at, Perfect Blue. Great anime movie. Really solid anime movie. If you think anime is just for kids or just for high school dramas, watch Perfect Blue. Darren Aronofsky, that hack, Black Swan is Perfect Blue. He bought the rights to remake Black Swan, and he made he bought the rights to Perfect Blue, and he made Black Swan with it. Do your Dutch Van der Linde impression. Listen, I will be returning to Star Wars Battlefront 2, but if you have enjoyed this live stream, I ask that you leave a like, subscribe, and watch for more. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow, or maybe the day after tomorrow, but I will return. All I need from you is to keep the faith, and I will come back. This stream is over. I'm actually getting really hot. Whew. Ah. That's my Kramer picture in the background. Oh yeah, get that heat on me. I mean off me. Whew. Anyway, that's the end of this stream. I'm going to be streaming again, most likely tomorrow, but definitely tomorrow or the next day, around early afternoon. And thank you so much for sticking with all of the time that I was not playing and just waiting for a server. Really, guys, I don't know why you do it, but makes me feel all ticklish and stupid inside, so keep doing it. Thank you. The new Magnificent Seven is totally underrated. I don't know about that. Maybe. I only saw it once. I thought Chris Pratt was pretty cool in it. You know what? Maybe it was. Ethan Hawke was cool in it. Chris Pratt was cool in it. Denzel Washington was cool in it. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to be streaming again in the next 2 days, so I hope you guys join me for that. And I thank you for joining me for this very much. And I'm going to go to the bar with Peter. I'm going to grab a beer. I'll see you guys soon. Have you seen the platform? What platform? Oh, is there an Easter... Are you talking about the Easter egg? Hold on. Scarif. 2 hours ago, someone uploaded a Matt the Radar Technician video. Someone called Battlefront Knights. I think I've seen this guy before. A 6-minute video in what could be an image. Let me go to Google Images. There it is. That's pretty fucking cool. And there's a Hondo Easter egg, apparently. That's crazy. Oh, the platform on Netflix. Oh, I'm an idiot. The platform. No, I have not seen the platform on Netflix. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me for this. I'm gonna check it out though. I open it up in a new tab. I'm gonna watch the trailer for it. Anyway, I'm going to be streaming again very soon, and thank you for joining me for this. I appreciate it, guys. I had a lot of fun, and I will be streaming Battlefront again soon. Probably May 4th, but Predator stream before that, most likely. Thanks again. Knives Out is so good. I got lucky. I pre-ordered the Steelbook as soon as they announced it. I mean, actually, no. I pre-ordered it as soon as I walked out of the theater. I thought, I love this movie. I want to watch it again. I want to own it. Anna de Armas is amazing in it. Alright, guys. It's for real, though. I'll see you soon. And as always, may the Force be with you. Hondo has a picture in I thought you were going to say Maz Kanata, but then I read Castle, so I was going to say Casada. So there's a Hondo picture in Maz Kanata's second floor of the castle. Okay, I got to check that out too. Anyway, yeah, this is the last update, but not the last stream. May the Force be with you. Always. I'll see you soon.